Hi, this is David with entry number 208. Yes, coming at you here in Gangneung again. So I did not end up not going to Seoul just because I didn't want to truck my butt down there or over there. It's not harrowing, but it's very monotonous. And anyone who's traveled mass transit before knows that it's not a peach. I am surprised that the karaoke place downstairs hasn't already started thumping, because normally it's currently about 7:40 and they're usually getting pretty heavy by now. I just came back from the movie theater because I purchased my ticket for Captain America Winter Soldier. In Korea, the tickets actually look like receipts in the US. They're printed on basically the same paper. And there's just a little barcode that they scan. So I think that makes a lot more sense than the way we do it in the US. But I have seen more and more theaters using like a receipt system instead of just a paper ticket with the little cutaway thing. Anyway, I also walked around the city a little bit. It's very nice out now. It got actually about 80 degrees Fahrenheit today, which was not cool at all. Very warm, very uncomfortable for me. But the night was very nice and the fresh air was great, and it's really nice. And so that was good. I also bought some headphones that, these ones that came with my phone are from HTC, and the left channel gave out, or the right channel gave out, so the right earbud stopped working. And the ones I just got, they're from a Swedish company, and they're not as good, to be honest, but they only were like $32, so I'm not too sad about it. When I get home, I already scoped out ones I want, because those ones aren't going to cut it. But yeah, school today was good. I got my co-teacher. We did a lot of games with the 5th, 6th grade. It's a really fine balance between keeping things really fun and keeping things educational. Because if you just do all fun, then they don't really learn anything and they just kind of joke around. And if you just do educational stuff, they really start to not want to come. And today with 5, 6, I did a lot of really fun stuff. I think they really appreciated it. I did a fly swatter game, and I did Pictionary, and we did a number counting game. But then towards the end, when we did the number counting game, they started getting really nasty with each other, and they started swearing a lot. And the co-teacher was like, shh, 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 and it was kind of pretty funny. And then with the 3, 4s, we did normally they love word searches, but when we did ours today, they were just like pissed. And one of the more annoying things I've seen is that the curriculum teachers do not send the kids on time to my class. So there's one that always is like 5 minutes early, and then there's one that's 5 minutes late. So then the ones that are 5 minutes early have to sit there, and I can't really start my lesson, so it kind of throws off the whole class every day, because if I start it and the other kids come in midway through, I have to stop, I have to take a roll, so it's a whole big thing, and it's really annoying, and I don't feel like it's my place to say like you need to send your kids earlier, because I don't know, I'm not like a real teacher there, so it's a little frustrating, to be honest. And maybe I'll talk to the one of the other teachers about it, but I feel kind of awkward doing that. Other than that, school's fine. It's really good, actually. And I talked with one of my friends, Dan, from the US, who was a part owner in a badminton club I used to go to, and he owned the facility, and it was really cool. And he's like a wizened sage, although he's only like 35 years old, but he's very intelligent, and he was also a psychology major, and he worked really closely with the university I went to back in Sacramento with their master's people, because Dan works in kind of a burgeoning field of psychology called industrial organizational and IO. It's called IO Psych, and like the letter I, the letter O, and it's a pretty hopping field just because it's meant to like streamline workplaces and keep them really efficient. And yeah, so he does like talks and stuff, and it was pretty interesting, and he had some good stuff to say to me. And one of the more painful things about I don't know who this will really reach, but one of the more painful things that I've dealt with in my life is kind of the constant knowing of struggle. And when you realize that life isn't a rosy little thing, and you've never really been entitled to anything, and you've known that since you were 14, 13 years old, it paints the world in a different light. And like I said yesterday, an example is today it took me like 20 minutes to buy my headphones because there wasn't anyone around me, and the Korean workers were just like, the way they have the headphones set up, the aisle is behind the electronic stuff, so the workers don't have direct line of sight to you. And so they were just standing there, and I was looking at them, and then I would look at my headphones, and I would go look at them, and I'd look at my headphones, and I just stood there for like 20 minutes. And it's just, I have like a thing where I would prefer things to be offered rather than me take them. And that goes with everything. And so I feel very strange, asking for help with that, just because it was like, I don't know. One, the big thing is the language thing. If it was in America, I would easily just go, can I have some help here? But, I said the name in English, because the name of the headphones is in English, and they gave me like a sideways look. But, what was I saying? So, basically, I struggle sometimes with the knowledge that life is very hard, and that every bad thing that happens to you is a building block. But that doesn't mean that in the moment that those bad things don't hurt, and that doesn't mean that they're not real, because in the moment it's very real. And anyone who's gone through a very sad or serious moment in their life can tell you that. You may go look back on it fondly, but there is legitimacy to going through problems as they happen. And Dan told me about that, and just like, learn from it, and that's what everyone said. But there's a degree to where if you're cognizant that this is a lesson being taught to you, that doesn't mean that the lesson is any easier or more enjoyable. It just means that the suffering is directly going to make you a better person, but that doesn't mean it doesn't make you suffer. I don't know. So, I'll wrap it up here, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.